You hear the sharp ring of the brass bell long before you reach the front steps. It is crisp, loud, and absolute. It cuts right through the cool autumn morning. You pull your wool jacket a little tighter against the wind. A sea of pleated skirts and polished penny loafers moves steadily toward the heavy double doors. It is the fall of 1955, and the school day is about to begin. You take a deep breath. You step inside. The thick wooden doors pull shut with a satisfying thud. Instantly, the atmosphere shifts. The long hallways smell faintly of lemon floor wax and old paper. The metallic slam of painted lockers echoes heavily down the corridor. Teenagers are exchanging quick whispers, rushing before the teachers step out of their classrooms. There are no glowing screens in the corners. There are no earbuds silencing the crowd. You hear absolutely everything. The scuff of leather shoes on checkered linoleum. The rustle of spiral notebooks. The collective buzzing hum of a generation stepping into their daily routine. It feels remarkably present. The second bell rings. Everyone scrambles to find their seats. These are not flimsy plastic chairs. They are heavy wood and cast iron, bolted directly to the floor in perfect, unyielding rows. You sit up straight. The teacher walks in, and a sudden, respectful hush falls over the room. Morning announcements crackle through a boxy wooden speaker on the wall. The sound is warm, staticky, and comforting. Everyone stands up at once. Hands are placed firmly over hearts. The Pledge of Allegiance is recited in unison. It is a daily, steadying rhythm that grounds the entire morning. The first period is history. The teacher turns to write on a massive dark green chalkboard. Fine white chalk dust dances in the morning sunlight, pouring through the tall, drafty windows. You copy the notes carefully. There is no way to take a quick photo of the board. You must pay attention. Your handwriting actually matters. The room is quiet enough to hear the soft scratching of fountain pens. It is a slow, methodical kind of learning. You have to be entirely there. Halfway through the morning, a stack of fresh worksheets is passed down your row. You take one off the top. The paper feels slightly damp against your fingers. It smells strongly of sweet, sharp mimeograph ink. That distinctive, purplish-blue ink. It is the undisputed signature scent of a 1950s classroom. You lift the paper and breathe it in for a second. Everyone does. It is a tiny, shared ritual. Then, you bend over your heavy wooden desk. The real work begins. By noon, the quiet tension finally breaks. The cafeteria is a loud, echoing cavern of bright voices. Brown paper bags are unrolled with a crisp crinkle. Plaid metal lunchboxes are clicked open across the long tables. You pull out a simple sandwich wrapped tightly in wax paper. Someone across from you trades an apple for a homemade chocolate chip cookie. A glass bottle of milk sweats on the table. The conversation is entirely face-to-face. Nobody is distracted by a device. Nobody is looking down. They are just there, sharing the hour, sharing the space. This strict daily structure extends far beyond these brick walls. The school is the pulsing heartbeat of the entire neighborhood. The routines you practice here perfectly mirror the world outside. The neat handwriting, the tucked-in shirts, the quiet respect for authority. It is an era that heavily values conformity. It praises stability. After the exhausting chaos of a world war, parents just wanted a safe, predictable world for their children. And this building provides exactly that. The rules are clear, the boundaries are firmly set. Yet, beneath the polished surface, the world outside is shifting. The atomic age is quietly looming over everything. Some afternoons, the normal routine is pierced by a wailing siren. You immediately dive under your wooden desk. You cover your neck with your hands, a duck-and-cover drill. For a few tense minutes, the Cold War slips right into the classroom. But as soon as the siren stops, the teacher simply picks up the chalk again. The underlying anxiety is neatly pushed away. Life goes right back to normal. You just keep moving forward. There is a strange, quiet comfort in this predictability. You know exactly what is expected of you every single day. The weeks blur together in a gentle rhythm of assignments and passing periods. Deep friendships are built on incredibly small, shared moments. Passing a carefully folded note behind the teacher's back. Sharing a knowing look across the room when the wall clock ticks painfully slow. Waiting by the lockers for that one specific person to walk by. These feelings never truly change. The clothes are different, but the human heart remains exactly the same. You feel a deep, undeniable sense of belonging. Finally, the last bell of the day rings. It is a sound of pure, unadulterated liberation. The heavy double doors swing open once again. The golden afternoon sun hits your face. Kids spill out onto the concrete sidewalks, laughing loudly and loosening their ties. Some are walking to the corner drugstore for a cherry cola. Others are just heading home, leaving the quiet brick building behind to rest. Do you think a highly structured day like this made those brief moments of freedom feel sweeter? The past may be gone, but the feeling of it never entirely leaves us. If this quiet, chalk-dusted corner of the past still feels alive to you, there is always another doorway waiting to be opened. Stay a little longer, and we will keep opening them together.